Good morning everyone, I'm Miss Ali. Welcome back to my channel. And have you ever thought what happens to food after you eat it? Okay, and how we get benefit from food we eat? Today we'll talk about digestive system. Now repeat after me. Digestive system. Digestive system. The human body consists of systems and each system consists of organs. So again, the human body consists of systems and each system consists of organs. Okay, we'll stop here and when we grow up we will know that organs consist of tissue and etc. All the human body systems work together in harmony. Why? To keep the human body alive. So you can't live without respiratory system, you can't live without digestive system. You need all these systems. So all your systems work together in harmony. Why? To keep the human body alive. Now let's talk about the digestive system. Digestive system is system responsible for breaking down food. Sorry, breaking down food into small parts. Why? To renew the body cells to use them. In what? In getting energy. So your body cells can't use the large parts of food. It can use them when they are small parts. So your body cells use the small parts of food in getting energy. Again, the digestive system is a system responsible for breaking down food into small parts to enable the body cells to use them in getting energy. Now let's talk about digestion process. It's a process of breaking down food and changing it into chemical substances. When we say chemical substances, that are the small parts that the body absorbs and uses them in getting energy and growth. So your body cells use the small parts in getting energy and growth. Again, the digestion process is a process of breaking down food and changing it into chemical substances that the body absorbs and uses them in getting energy and growth. Now let's talk about the structure of the digestive system. The digestive system consists of mouth, repeat after me, mouth, 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 esophagus, 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 stomach, 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 small intestine, small intestine, small intestine, large intestine, large intestine, large intestine. So the digestive system consists of mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. So again, your digestive system consists of mouth, 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 esophagus, 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 stomach, 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 small intestine, small intestine, small intestine, large intestine, large intestine, large intestine, mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. The digestive system starts with the mouth and ends with the anus. So as you can see here, this is the mouth and this is the anus. So your digestive system starts with mouth and ends with anus. This image represents how the digestion process happens. As you can see, the food goes from the mouth, then esophagus, then stomach, then small intestine, then large intestine. Now let's talk about the first organ of the digestive system. Digestion begins in the mouth. Mouth contains teeth, 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 saliva, saliva, saliva. So mouth contains teeth and saliva. If you don't know what saliva is a liquid substance in the mouth. Okay, do notice it. When you eat a piece of biscuits and then you notice that after a while the biscuit is no longer hard, it getting soft. So This happens due to the saliva. The saliva softens the food. So, mouth contains teeth, teeth, saliva, saliva, tongue, tongue, tongue. Now let's talk about the function of teeth. Teeth break down and crush the food in the mouth during chewing. So, the function of teeth, they break down and crush the food in the mouth during chewing. Now let's talk about the function of saliva. As we've said, it helps the digestion of some types of food, where it digests starch and changes it into sugar. So saliva digests starch and changes it into sugar, and it facilitates the swallowing of food. So saliva facilitates the swallowing of food. The function of tongue is it mixes the food with saliva in the mouth. So the function of tongue, it mixes the food with saliva in the mouth. Now let's talk about the next step, which is esophagus. Esophagus, during swallowing the food, the throat, which is pharynx, pushes the food into the tube. This tube is called esophagus. So the mouth and the food in the mouth, and then in the throat, and the throat or pharynx push the food into esophagus. Esophagus is a long muscular tube, and its function is it moves the food down into the stomach. So this is the function or the function of esophagus. The esophagus is important for it moves the food down into the stomach. Now let's talk about the stomach. The stomach is a muscular organ. As we have said about the esophagus is a muscular organ. Its function, it mixes the food with stomach acid and digestive juices and enzymes found in it to change the food into soupy liquid, as you can see in this image. So the function of stomach is it mixes the food with the stomach acid and digestive juices and enzymes found in it to change the food into soupy liquid. Food stays in the stomach for a few hours. So food stays in the stomach for few hours. Then the muscles of the stomach move the food down into a long winding tube. So the food stays in the stomach for a few hours, and then it pushes it into a long winding tube called small intestine. The food stays in the stomach for a few hours, and then the muscles of the stomach move the food into long winding tube called small intestine. Now let's talk about the small intestine. The small intestine is a long tube, as its length is more than 6 meters. Your height may be 1 meter and a half, while your small intestine length is more than 6 meters. Okay. Food is broken down into simple nutrients in the small intestine, where pancreas and liver secrete juices that flow into the small intestine. So, small intestine is a long tube. Its length is more than 6 meters. Food is broken down into simple nutrients in the small intestine, where pancreas and liver secrete juices that flow into the small intestine and help in breaking down food into small nutrients. These juices that have been secreted from liver and pancreas help in breaking down food into nutrients or digested food. So we can whether say nutrients or digested food. These nutrients are absorbed through the wall of small intestine as they enter into tiny blood vessels and reach the blood. The blood carries the nutrients to all body parts. So again, the juices that have been secreted from liver and pancreas help in breaking down food into nutrients. These nutrients are absorbed through the wall of small intestine as they enter into tiny blood vessels and reach the blood. The blood carries the nutrients to all body parts. Now let's talk about the function of the small intestine. It completes the digestion of different types of food. It absorbs the nutrients, which is called digested food. So we can either say nutrients or digested food. The body doesn't benefit from some parts of food known as undigested material that flows into large intestine. Now let's talk about large intestine. Large intestine is a tube, so it starts from the end of small intestine and ends with the anus. So large intestine starts from the end of small intestine and ends with the anus. Its function, the function of large intestine. It absorbs water from the undigested material, so they become solid waste that come out through the anus. So, large intestine starts from the end of small intestine and ends with the anus. Its function, it absorbs water from undigested material. And this undigested material, without water, it becomes solid that come out through anus. Now let's learn about how to keep the digestive system healthy. First, chew the food well. Chew the food well. 2. Do exercise. Do exercise. 3. Don't eat fast food. Don't eat fast food. Because it contains large amount of fats. So don't eat fast food because it contains large amounts of fat. 4. Drink water a lot. Drink water a lot. Drink water a lot. If one organ of the digestive system is absent, the system will not perform its function properly. So, if one of organs of the digestive system is absent, the system will not perform its function properly. Like human, animals need to get nutrients and energy from food they eat. The digestive system of dogs and cows are alike in some ways, and similar to the human digestive system, where each of them starts with mouth and ends with anus to obtain and absorb nutrients from food. So, the digestive system of dogs, cow, and human start with mouth and ends with anus. There are some differences in the structure of the digestive system of human cows and dogs. Because the digestive system of some animals have structural adaptation to digest the different types of food. As the cow eats grass, the dog eats meat, and as a human, we eat everything. Now let's talk about the adaptation of the digestive system of a cow. Cows eat grass. The grass is very difficult to be digested, so cow has a long digestive system. And also some organs of its digestive system are adapted to digest this type of food. So the cow has mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. But let's talk a little about the stomach. The cow is characterized by having 4 stomach organs, which are rumen, 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 reticulum, 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 omasum, 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 abomasum, 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 rumen, reticulum, rumen, reticulum, omasum, abomasum. The cow has a flat teeth that are suitable for eating grass. So, the teeth of the cow is flat. Why? Because it's suitable for eating grass. Now let's talk about the adaptation of the digestive system of a dog. Dogs eat meat. Meat is much easier to be digested, so dog has a shorter digestive system. Some organs of its digestive system are adapted to digest food, such as the stomach. The dog has only one stomach. So the dog has one stomach. And the meat is much easier to be digested. Dogs have sharp teeth that are suitable for eating meat. So dogs have sharp teeth that are suitable for eating meat.